All right, NoCoast. We've got our at-home workout for Thursday, April 30th. Zoom in here and give you a little closer view. If you need to take some notes or screenshots, you can get that done. All right, come back up to some scaling. And we'll go warm up and movement prep. All right, let's get you backed up and we'll walk through this. All right, that looks pretty good to me. All right, so everybody's got 5 rounds for time today. So basic and full equipment is gonna be the same thing. And we'll get into our no equipment here in a second, but we got 5 rounds for time, 50 double unders, 40 walking lunges, and 30 kettlebell or dumbbell swings, okay? For our no equipment version, we get the same 5 rounds. Instead of our double unders, we're gonna do 50 stick jumps or lateral hops, 40 walking lunges, and then 20 meters of broad jumps, okay? Let's jump into some scaling, okay? So for scaling, if you have a jump rope but you don't have double unders, double up your singles, okay? This can be obviously 100 singles. You can do a combination of doubles and singles. So if you do half of them, 25 reps of double unders, and then you need to finish the singles out, finish with 50 reps of singles, okay? Stick jumps, I want you to put this at a height that you can maintain almost like a rebound back and forth, okay? So even if it's just a line on the ground, okay? Jumping back and forth, that's what we're looking for, okay? We don't want to be so high that we need to take a little pause in between, okay? So if you put a broomstick down on the ground, we're jumping over that. It could be our dumbbell down on the ground, okay? But something that you can maintain a nice quick pace on, okay? All right, let's get into our walking lunges. These can be step back lunges, okay? If you don't have the space to do walking lunges, that's totally fine. What we're looking for either way though is that we get our knee to the ground and we stand up all the way for each rep, okay? Next, moving on to this dumbbell or kettlebell swing. You can use either, okay? If you are using a dumbbell, I like just to hold it by one end and get into my swing, okay? Obviously we all know how to do kettlebell swing. I'll get to some movement prep here in a few minutes, in a minute or two. If you do not have a dumbbell or kettlebell, okay, a single piece that you can actually swing, we will do a hang power snatch, which could be done with a sandbag or a barbell, okay? So from above the knees, we're going all the way overhead, okay? Hang power snatch. If you do use a sandbag or a barbell, keep it light. Think about guys' prescribed weight is probably gonna be 53 pounds, ladies 35 pounds. So honestly, if you keep it somewhere around that, maybe a little bit heavier, you'll be fine, okay? All right, moving down broad jumps, 20 meters, which I believe is gonna be about 66, 67, maybe 68 feet, okay? Measure that out. Or if you've been doing those 10-meter shuttle runs, just go over and back, all right? If you don't have that space, just do 20 reps, okay? And just jump as far as you can. Turn around. Okay, jump back. Every jump is a rep. We'll go to 20, okay? So some scaling or substitution options for the workout. Let's move into some warm-up. For warm-up, I want you to grab your rope. We're just gonna start with 2 minutes. You can do whatever you want, okay? It can be singles, it can be speed step, you can go backwards, whatever you wanna go warm up with, go for 2 minutes. Don't do too many double unders. I don't want you to cramp or hurt your calf right out of the gate. So be patient with that. We will get to some double unders here in a minute. If you don't have a jump rope, we can do some jumping jacks, okay? We can practice just some lateral hops over a line. We can jog in place. If you really want to, you could actually just go for about a 200-meter jog. Actually, maybe 400 for 2 minutes, and we'll move on, okay? Once you're done that 2 minute, we're gonna do a calf stretch. So down on the ground and just spend at least a minute just walking back and forth, okay? Make sure that you're pushing your heel into the ground, getting a good calf stretch, okay? From there, we'll move into push up to downward dog. Okay, get 10 reps, and then we'll get some Spider-Mans, okay? That'll be our first set of stretches, and then we're gonna get back up. We're gonna do, this time, a minute of slow singles, okay? And so when we do this, I want you to slow the rope down, okay? So your rotation down a little bit, and I want you to jump higher, okay? So think about, we're doing singles, but we're doing our double under jump, okay? So try to get your double under jump going, but timing your singles with that jump, okay? So the rope's gonna have to go a little bit slower, all right? Go for about a minute on that one. Again, okay, if you don't have the rope, let's actually start practicing some lateral hops, and by the time we get to this next piece, we'll start just to build that up a little bit, okay? So go a little bit higher than your first one, and then we'll try to dial it in here in a minute, okay? Next set of stretches, we're gonna get toe touches, okay? Quad stretches, and then just a step back lunge, okay? 10 reps of each of those. From there, we're gonna jump right into arm circles, forward and backwards, 10 reps each side, okay? Some bear hugs, and then arm swings, reach up to the ceiling as you go through those. Again, another 10 of each. For those of you who have your jump rope, grab your jump rope again. We're gonna practice double unders for 2 minutes, okay? So 2 minutes, if you have double unders, okay? Nice consistent double unders. Every time you get 25 reps, you're just gonna stop, take a quick little break, and do 5 air squats, okay? This is just to break them up so that we're not doing too many in a row and again, freaking out our calves and ankles, okay? If you're not consistent at these yet, don't worry about the air squats. I just want you to work for 2 minutes. These can be double, single, okay? That progression, that pattern. If you haven't gotten a double under yet, just, again, work 2 minutes to try to get that, okay? Get your first double under, all right? Once we're done with that 2 minutes of practice, if you like, you can go longer, but once we're done with that, we're gonna move into some movement prep, okay? So we've got our jump rope or our lateral hops warmed up. We're gonna move into the walking lunge, okay? Everybody's got this one. I want you to get 20 steps, okay? So if you're just doing this in place, do just step back lunges, okay? If you've got your 10 meter over 10 meter back or just a 20 meter straight set up, I want us to do 20 steps, and I just want you to kind of judge. Actually, I'm sorry. You don't even need those 10 meter things. I just want you to judge how far you're kind of going with this, okay? When we kind of get our lunges going here, a few things. Number one, we obviously want this back knee brushing the ground every time, okay? I want my front shin, lower leg, nice and vertical, okay? And I want to keep my torso upright, okay? So shoulders over my hips, okay? So every step, of the walking lunge, we're hitting those 3 points of performance, okay? If you want, you can keep your hands on your hips, okay? Let's not get into pushing off. And then with these points of performance, I don't want us to kind of get into this lazy, weak core position is either, okay? So back knee brushes the ground, front shin stays vertical, so a nice big step, and then upright torso, all right? 20 steps, work on those things, and then we'll move on to kettlebell swings, okay? With the kettlebell swing, let me grab my kettlebell here. If you have a dumbbell, you can do the exact same things. If you're doing the sandbag or barbell, again, just replicate what we're doing. When we get to the Russian swing, we'll kind of break apart and I'll tell you exactly what we can do here. First thing we're gonna do is straight leg deadlifts. Okay, 5 reps, making sure we keep our back flat. Okay, no rounded position. Okay, we're gonna transfer this nice flat back position into our next into a drill or our next drills. Okay, once we get those 5 straight leg deadlifts, let's get the kettlebell up into the goblet squat position. Let's get 5 squats. Okay, if we need a strict push press, strict press, either one. Okay, let's get 5 on each side. And then from there, we're gonna get into our swing progressions. The first one will just be a Russian swing. So we're just going up to our shoulders and coming back down. And when we do this, again, really focus on almost that kind of hip hinge, that bottom or knee position of our deadlift. That's gonna be the exact same position that we catch the kettlebell in the bottom of. Okay, so keeping a flat back, a really strong, tight core. From there, we're gonna do 10 reps of that one. From there, we're gonna get another 10 reps of our full swing. Okay? Again, kettlebell or dumbbell. If you have barbell or sandbag, you can do the straight leg deadlift, you can do a little front squat, we can do some press. Okay, from there, instead of the Russian swings, I just want you to get a high pull. Okay, so dip, drive, let that bar float up, or the sandbag float up your chest. Okay, and then your last one will be your snatch. Okay, last thing we got to cover here for the workout is those of you doing broad jumps, you don't have any weight. I want you to get about 10 to 15 broad jumps, and we're building up. We're doing build-ups, okay? So my first jump is just gonna be nice and easy, okay? Second jump, a little bit further, and then by the time we get to about our kind of 8th or 10th jump, we should be feeling a little bit better, a little warmer, more confident in an explosive jump, and I want you to get those last like 5 to 7 jumps with some effort and some explosion behind it, okay? Few points of performance for the broad jump, okay? Number 1 is that we're using our hips, okay? So my hips sink back and down to set up, and just like our kettlebell swing, just like our snatch or any other explosive movement we do, we want to lead with the hips, okay? So I'm opening up the hips. When I land, okay, I'm landing back down, kind of, if we're doing again a snatch, that power position, okay? So number 1 is use your hips. Number 2, use your arms, okay? So I'm not just jumping with just my legs and my hips, I'm actually using my arms to get my jump, okay? And then the last one is let's land soft, okay? So as we land with those bent knees, we shouldn't be making a big thud on the floor. We should actually be pretty quiet in our landing, okay? All right, so once you guys have those movements, so walking lunge and either the kettlebell swing or the broad jump warmed up, we are ready to go, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Get your music turned up. Have fun with this. Try to, 5 rounds can be a little bit longer workout, so try to pick a pace that you can just keep moving, okay? Don't sprint this first round and then be taking a ton of breaks in the rest of the rounds. Try to come out just a nice, easy pace And if it's too easy in the first round, you can always step on the gas a little bit in the second, third, fourth, fifth round, okay? But pick a pace, try to stick with it, and hopefully we can finish stronger than we started, okay? All right, last two pieces I got to cover here are going to be our cash out and our interval conditioning, okay? Cash out today is our 5-minute plank, okay? We've been doing this through probably the last month or so. Accumulate 5 minutes, so if that's just 5 1-minute sets, that's totally fine. If you can get 1 5-minute set, that's great too, okay? Every time you break, okay, you're gonna do either 15 good mornings or 15 Supermans, okay? So your good morning, if you have a barbell, it's just on your back, okay? If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, throw that on your back, okay? And big thing is that we're keeping our back straight, abs tight. Get down as low as you can so you feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and then squeeze your butt as you drive your hips forward, okay? If you're doing the Superman, we're down on the ground, okay? Up, hold for 2 count, come back down, okay? The plank can be done on your hands or your elbows, either one, okay? So 5 minutes. Last piece is our interval conditioning today. 10-minute EMOM, so every minute on the minute. You're gonna alternate between a 20 calories for guys, 15 calories for ladies air bike. Okay, if you don't have an air bike, you have a rowing machine, you're gonna do 18 calories for guys, 13 calories for ladies on the rower. Okay, that'll be minute 1. Minute 2 is going to be a 15-second L-sit, okay? So if you have a pull-up bar, you have some rings, maybe you just have a set of kitchen chairs that you're holding yourself up on. 15-second L-sit or obviously tuck sit you can do. If you don't have anything, you're more than welcome to just hold this position right here, okay? If you don't have an air bike or a rower, you still want to do this, we can do probably those I don't know what is going to work out here for shuttle runs. See if you can get 20 shuttle runs in a minute. That might be tough. You might need to drop it down to 15 to 18 reps, guys. Actually, everybody should be about the same on this one. 15 to 18 reps might be doable. And then obviously everybody can get that L-sit hold or tuck sit, okay? That's all I got for you for today. Let us know how you do, how you like the workout. And heck, we'll see you tomorrow.